Very good morning to all of you. How are you all preparing? Yesterday we did a very simple but most important topic, that is time of supply. We divided into two parts. We have studied the concept, we have handwritten the notes, and we have also practiced all the questions. 30 questions we have done in class. Time of supply for services, time of supply for goods. Actually, it's very easy to do it individually. But when you do comparatives way, you will remember it for exam, right? Okay. So like in case of time of supply and forward charge for goods, when you have to issue the invoice, when there's movement of goods, or the last day when you give the movement. In case of services, when you are supposed to issue the invoice, right, while the services are rendered, if not at least within 30 days, and if it is bank and all, 45 days. In RCM, here it is 31st day, there it is 61st day. So like that, when it is done in comparative, it will be clear. Repeat the things, dear students, if you want to score marks. However colorful charts I'm giving, any other teacher is giving, they're all good. Unless you don't write it, your pen will not flow in exam. And very important is, like in residential status, 5 to 6 marks. MCQ hai, case scenario hai, to leave it. 5 to 6 marks if it is residential status question. What do? You write the conditions. Then you write, so in the given case, Rohan is in India and all. Conclusion, he is resident and ordinary. What? In the same way, for time of supply, you have to write RCM in case of services, the day you receive the goods to nahi aayega services mein. So the day recipient makes the payment in the books in the bank, or 61st day from day invoice is issued. And when the invoice should be issued, 30 or 45. So like this, when you write it and then solve the question in that table form, you will get full 4 to 5 marks. Okay, presentation is important. Today's topic is very easy. Yes, I really apologize. We are again late today. Yesterday the net was not working, but I was so motivated to see 100% attendance in the evening class. We take the class from 11. We could not take it because the Zoom was not supporting video. And then we shifted to evening and all of you attended it, right? Okay. Same way, now I had to suddenly change the Zoom ID which I had given to you, because in that neither title, nothing was getting edited. It was saying some link with calendar and sign in. Oh my God, the difficult procedure. So I just made a fresh new ID and I have sent it to all of you. I think all of you got the Zoom ID and you have joined. Done? Okay. Now let us start with value of supply. या क्या करें? Sections लिखना है? You all want to write once all the sections? Yeah, as we had decided yesterday. And then we will start with value of supply. Chalo. Ma'am, why you are making us write sections? See, of course, once you qualify, you will have the soft copies, you will have the packages like all in your system only, Computex, GST, Compute, all softwares are available and so many things are done automatic. But it's a 3-hour written exam with 15 minutes of reading time. So for the pen to flow, I'm giving you running notes in every chapter. Be it levy, be it time of supply, composition, we have written the notes. So one addition, yesterday while I was closing, then you message me, ki, ma'am, should we write the sections? Preferably, if you can write the sections and add on as per CGST Act 2017. Of course, there are sections for IGST Act also, but what we are doing is CGST Act. Okay. So now we are first writing all the sections. Enjoy writing these sections, and over the period, if you watch it again and again, you will learn it. Clear, right? And then we will complete before 2 hours value of supply, concept understanding, writing the booster notes, solving class problem and past exam problem. May 23, June 23 for CA CMA exam. Compulsory question is asked for value of supply 7 marks. One honest feedback I'm sharing with all of you, because we are into teaching. Yeah, we are not allowed to check the final papers, but we do check the mock test papers. So I have checked last time more than 50 papers of this mock test, okay, which is conducted. So in that, my observation was None of the student got 0 or 1 in the value of supply out of 7 marks. But out of those 50 papers, not even 2-3 papers or more got full out of full marks. So where the mistake is happening in value of supply, add less confusion. So it's not only understanding the section, applying it and solving the questions, being very smart and alert not to do silly mistake. ठीक है, तो कहाँ silly mistake होती है, कहाँ commonly गलती होती है, and then you get 4 out of 7, you lose 3 marks. I'll tell you that. Okay, right? So for that only I'm asking all of you is to cooperate and write what I'm making you write. Clear? Shall we start writing the sections? I'm not giving you all the sections, matlab subclause ye, wo, but which are important, and if you write, it will be an added advantage. Ma'am, itne sare section likha hai, mere ko to yaad nahi rehte. Okay, no problem. If you remember and can quote, write correct sections. If not, leave it. Shall we start? Yeah. Yeah, one more thing, those who are live now in YouTube or in Zoom, you all have the material. If you don't have, join the Telegram group. There above on the top only DT whole compiler, IDT compiler along with custom for CMA students is pinned. So you can take a printout so that you can understand this class better. Write down. Anyone wants to say anything? Unmute करके पूछो, कोई doubt है तो बोलो. See, those who have attended all time of supply, see, we have solved these sums also in writing, and this is the way we have written the table. अब ये table को बार बार देखना आपका काम है. Time limit of issue of invoice, then time of supply for forward, for goods, for services. Then time of supply in RCM, for goods, 4 condition, for services, 3. Then time of supply for vouchers, time of supply for other cases when you are liable to pay tax. Okay, right. And then presentation. See, this is problem number 10. So write down the conditions first. Calculate. It is after 30 days or 60 days. So I have purposely made you write 31st day because 30 days chhod dena, next day lena. And date of invoice also you have to leave. And make a column like this. This is your answer. ये आपका आंसर है बेटा. ठीक है? Goods sold on approval basis, repeatedly asked question in exam. Forward charge for services we have done, RCM we have done, 61st day like that. ठीक है? चलो. I am giving best of the sections from my side. It is not a mandatory list के ऐसे ही लिखो. हाँ? आपको जैसे लिखना है लिख सकते हैं. मतलब you can definitely add on, and if you have some doubts you can ask. GST sections under CGST Act 2017. CGST Act 2017. Okay, so we started with section 7(1)(a). That is nothing but parameters of supply. 10-15 minutes it will take. Of course, we are doing value of supply, but this is the 8th class. Every day we are taking live class, but every day this 15 minutes bonus you have to give me to help you to make a cumulative basket, क्योंकि इसको exam के लिए याद रखना है. So what is section 7(1)(a) we have done in chapter 2? Yeah, parameters of supply. That supply should be related to business. It should be for consideration. It should be either supply of goods or services. It should be by a taxable person, and it should be a taxable supply. These are all given in section 7(1)(a). Then we have done in that same chapter section 7(1)(b), hot favorite for the questions asked, and this talks about importation of services. Importation of services related to business with consideration, related to business without consideration, and so on. Then we have done section 7(1)(c). That is decide now. Okay, supply without consideration. That is your deemed supply, or you can write supply without consideration, but still it is taxable. Supply without consideration. I want all of you to recollect here 4 cases. याद है आप सबको? 4 cases. What are those 4 cases? We can just write on our tips. When you are permanent disposal of the asset, you're transferring the asset. Yeah, you're transferring the asset, disposal of the asset on which you have availed ITC. You purchase the asset, you availed ITC. Now, whether you are selling, whether you are discarding, or whether you are doing donating, you have to treat outward supply and you have to pay the GST. Then it is supply between related or distinct person. See, till registration, we have to use these pages. Huh? So, dear students, comfortable writing and where you are writing. After this, also leave 2 pages. Registration may be important sections. TCS, TDS also important sections. I'll make you write. Supply related to distinct person. One PAN and 2 registrations in 2 different states. And related person, you know. Okay. Like I have given you the example is stock transfer. Yaad hai sabko? Stock transfer, even if I'm doing to my Chennai branch, I have to bill it as supply so that they can take input tax credit. The third is between principal to agent. If there is a supply and agent comes in supply chain. Ma'am, how will agent come in supply chain? Agent is not buying and selling directly for the principal. It's doing through. So agent comes. Anyone who is not able to write from the screen, is Dipti ma'am's problem. Can't change the colors and make it attractive. Can't write better because I'm explaining. So listen and write. Related person में employee भी किया था, principal and agent, and then the last one was import of service from related person without consideration. पैसे ही नहीं आ रहे, but related to business, but it is related to furtherance of business. Nice and clear to you the 4 parameters where it is treated at Dean supply. And also please highlight here, it is called as schedule 1. Schedule 1. Then we have seen section 7(1) capital A or schedule 2. Whether the supply is supply of goods or services. Outrightly you are giving the property on installments या कुछ higher purchase, it's supply of goods. But if you are giving it on rent, it's supply of services, right? And then we have section 7(2) and we also popularly call it as schedule 3, negative list. These are the services which are not taxable. Not taxable services. Burial service, crematorium, services by MPs and MLAs, actionable claims other than lottery and all. That's all for this list. Please put a message in chat box if you are lagging behind. Okay. Thank you for message ki ma'am please wait. We need to write. लिखो. कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. अगर हम वैल्यू ऑफ सप्लाई थोड़ा लेट भी शुरू करेंगे तो नो प्रॉब्लम. This should be very clear to all of you. If you're watching live or is recording, you can put a message from where value of supply is starting, so that someone wants to skip the section. मेरे को नहीं लिखना है, मत लिखो. Okay, finish writing, beta. Anyone who is not clear while writing. I think more than 10 times I have repeated all this. 4 cases wherein it's deemed supply, whether it is goods or service. So over with our section 7. Chalo. Next we'll write another, that is section 8. Section 8 is composite supply. It's naturally bundled. One of the supplies main, like mobile and charger. So charger is of no use without mobile, right? So composite supply and mixed supply. Mixed supply are hampers and all, which can of course be sold at individual rate. Here the GST is always charged at the highest rate. Dear student, 2 decades of experience, and always my students come and say we are able to score because of the booster notes. So can I not print my last time's booster notes and circulate in all the groups with yellow, red, green color? No. Unless you don't write it, it will not be clear. Composite supply. One of the supply is the main supply. So GST will be chargeable at what rate? Rate of principal supply. You know, what is the main supply? Mobile phone. चार्जर और बैटरी तो वैसे ही आएगा. आ जाओ. Section 9, your third chapter, levy of the GST. Section 9, third chapter, levy of the GST. Okay, at least we should have what is the idea of, and if you ask me exam oriented, ma'am, what is important in the third chapter, then it is RCM wala list. Aapka RCM wala list. Section 9(1) is talking about forward charge mechanism. Who is seller? Who is recipient? Who is supplier? Supplier should charge the GST. Section 9(2). Section 9(2). GST is not levied on petrol, diesel, ATF, natural gases and all. From a future date, they will apply. That's what is section 9(2). 9(3). Cases wherein GST is paid by recipient under RCM. Supplier तो ठीक है, recipient under RCM. Promise करो कि आप लोग लिख पाओगे या नहीं. It's like 15 minutes ना class शुरू होके. Students must be thinking, ma'am, value of supply किधर है? आएगा, आएगा. 9(1). I cannot do this every day because sometimes we are in the link of the class. तो उसको बीच में रुका के ही नहीं कर सकते थे. But today's topic is pretty simple, very scoring, mandatory 2 questions. One from ITC, one from value of supply. And the मजेदार part is it's practical. How like you were thinking, ma'am, you are teaching law when I was teaching you supply. ऐसा लग रहा था मैं law पढ़ा रही हूँ. अच्छा subject है law, मेरा favorite नहीं. Otherwise it's good. Otherwise my colleagues listening for law, they'll say, ma'am, ऐसे कैसे बोल दिए? Okay, 9(3) is clear to all of you. See, 9(3) now. If you want some other day, just remind me. I'll give you the detailed list of 9(3) also. Just advocate giving service to body corporate. Body corporate should pay the tax. Director giving services to body corporate. They should pay the tax, right? GTA giving services to business. Business should pay the tax. So supplier should collect the tax and pay to government. But in this case, supplier, no, recipient. Ma'am, is the supplier unregistered? No, that is 9(4). 9(4), if the supplier is unregistered, the recipient should pay the tax. My own case, I am getting rental income. Okay, I have given my commercial property on rent. I am getting rent. I should collect on the rent of 1 lakh rupees per month. I should collect GST and pay to government. I am unregistered in GST. 1 lakh into 12, 12 lakh. Oh, be 20 lakhs, I am not required to register. So I am not registered. I am recovering rent from a partnership firm. Partnership firm is paying me rent on RCM basis. They should pay the tax to government. Is this clear to all of you? What is 9.3? Specific cases, whether I'm registered or not, the recipient should only pay the tax. 9.4, I'm unregistered. You please pay the tax to government, no? 9. Aj. Enjoy this, keep this list in your final. Only thing added in this will be your क्या कहते हैं उसको आपका rules. Like even in the valuation today we have rules. Again the same problem. Not able to share the screen. आज तो लिखना ही लिखना है value of supply में. One day I have to keep an off and give this for repairing for sure. Yeah, 9.4 you write down RCM. Nine four write down tax paid by recipient on RCM basis when supplier is unregistered. Supplier is unregistered. And 9.5 you write down e-commerce. I'm dictating so that we save time. E-commerce participant. E-commerce participant should pay the tax. One second, dear students. Repairing means the class will have to stop and this has to be given for repairing. Every day I'm trying my best. Again, 2-3 days it's going on. Again, giving some trouble. Put some message in the chat box. Let me see if it is not stuck up. It is moving. Okay, meeting तो सब ठीक है. Share screen. I think the only way out is to log in and log out. For that, we'll have to close and again join in with the same meeting ID. I think that's the only way. Check up. Last try I'm doing. If not, that's the way out. ठीक है. 2 पार्ट में रिकॉर्ड होगा.